Ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes to go to the next medal event. It's the Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pair Final. 4 teams qualified also for this final. 2 from Hong Kong, China, and 2 from Germany. This competition, the Open Pair, is since the World Championship 2008 in London an open pair competition. It was the pair competition for men before. 5 times in a row, the world champions, Sarah Fischer and Max Hanselmann, the defending champions, the best qualification, 165.73 points. Second in the qualification, Lea Victoria Stieber and Nico Rüdiger from Germany, 139.90 points. The fight for the bronze medal between 2 teams from Hong Kong, China, Hui Hui and Lin Ling. Lin Ling with 127.68 points in the qualification. 6 times in a row world champion. Last time it was Simon Altvater and Nico Kunert in between 2001 and 2006. 6 times world champion in a row. And this is the chance this year, Vasya and Max. So short delay so far, we're waiting for the TV. TV will cover in at the final, so we have some more moments.
Hello and welcome to the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships from Scotland. We are coming to you from Glasgow, a port city on the River Clyde in the west of Scotland. Well, it is a city renowned for shipbuilding and trade historically, but cultural hub, opera, ballet, theatre and music now, as well as cycling and wider sport, and of course the renowned seafood from Scotland. We are coming to you from the Emirates Arena today, out on the east side of Glasgow. Now, the Emirates Arena, home to the indoor cycling today for the UCI Cycling World Championships. It's 2023 and we have 2 rainbow jerseys to give away tonight. We are going to see some fantastic action from the indoor cycling. We have artistic cycling coming to you today. Now, if you have not seen artistic cycling before, be prepared for high skill, lots of technique, strength and artistry. Prepare to be amazed. So the first finals we have today is the Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pairs. And let's take a look now at where we are in the standings of the World Championships. You can see the nations medal there. Great Britain topping the table at the moment with 21 golds. France and the USA tied on 11. You can see a little bit further down there, Austria will be absolutely on form and in a number of finals here at the Emirates Arena, because both in the artistic cycling and the cycle ball, a really strong nation. Now, joining me here today in the commentary box is Sarah Seidel, 20 years as an artistic cyclist in both singles and pairs competition. She's now a coach trainer in Germany. Now, for those of you who do not have or have not watched artistic cycling before, we do have an explainer for you about artistic cycling. So, Sarah, really looking forward to the final this evening. It's the open pairs. Now, as the explainer went through, 5 minutes is the programme length, and the highest score wins. But let's talk a little bit more about that scoring, shall we? So, first of all, great to have you with us this evening.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and now, scoring in artistic cycling is indeed the highest score that wins, but there's quite a process behind that, isn't there?
Yes, exactly. The riders have an evaluation sheet they hand in before the start of the competition. And in the pairs competition we see right now, they have 25 tricks they will be showing. A certain amount of tricks they show on one bike and the other part on 2 bikes. And each figure has a certain amount of points. And the total amount is if you count all the 25 figures together.
So the scores you will see when our riders come into the arena on the screen is the total amount of points should the pair perform the routine perfectly. The judges, we have 3 sets of judges with us this evening looking at those routines, looking at the riders, and judges deducting marks for a number of different reasons. Sarah, what sort of reasons might our judges deduct marks from our pairs tonight?
Exactly. We call it the deduction of difficulty and execution. Difficulty is, for example, if they don't show the whole way of stretch, and execution is if they are insecure or have a fall on the ground.
Oh, brilliant. So we will talk a little bit more about the point scoring system as we move into the routines. But our first pair coming to the floor now, 4 couples, 4 pairs have indeed qualified for the final this evening. 2 from Hong Kong and 2 from Germany. So it is Hong Kong versus Germany this evening on the floor, and the first pair qualifying in 4th place, Hui and Hui from Hong Kong. We are going to be looking forward to seeing this routine. Now, the total scoring points for this routine, 131.6 on the evaluation sheet from the first couple from Hong Kong. Now, Hong Kong, Sarah, quite a strong nation in indoor cycling.
Yes, exactly. They show it with 2 pairs in the final.
Yeah, they do indeed. Now, unlike some other countries, this is actually on the school curriculum, indoor cycling in Hong Kong. But this pair, both brothers from Hong Kong. As the routine starts, the 5 minutes now underway for the first pair in the final.
Just saw the stand racer, 1 turn, and now a double turn. They need to turn on the point without pedaling.
So this pair choosing to start on 2 bikes tonight. What is the difference? What is the reason as to why you might start on 1 bike as opposed to 2, Sarah?
So I think if they do the handstand right at the beginning, it's easier, because if you can't manage it the first time, you can repeat it without saying start, so the time's not running and the pulse is not as high as at the end of the program.
Yeah, so pulses will be raised for the couple at the end of the programme, because this is a very highly skilled and technical sport that we are watching as the rotations for the pairs, as the pair come back together.
Struggled a little bit at spin.
So we are now seeing the points start to become deducted for the pair. So 126.61 at the moment on the clock, and they are just over a minute into their 5-minute routine.
There was a perfect turn on the point. So now we see one of the most difficult tricks, the mounted jump. They jump onto the handlebars and they need to do it at the same time. Oh, almost. So, but he hit the handlebars, so it's only less percentage deviation because both of them stand shortly on the handlebars.
So now you talk about a less percentage of deviation there. The judges have options, don't they, in terms of how much the deviation may be?
Yes, exactly. If you don't even meet the handlebars, then it's 100% deviation because you didn't show the trick.
So this pair from Hong Kong finished 6th in the World Championships last year, qualifying in 4th place for the final in 2023. Great progression from them, but struggling a little bit so far.
Yes, and again, they need to grab each other over the middle point, yes. But the spin was a little bit too short, so maybe there's another deviation in percentage. The handlebar seat mill spin. They also need to get back together in the middle.
Okay, so as our couple now have 2 minutes left on the routine.
So that's the last trick then on 2 bikes. They will switch now on 1.
They seem to be leaving it much later than the women's pairs we saw yesterday to switch onto 1 bike.
Yes, you can decide how many tricks you are going to do on 1 bike, between 8 and 14 tricks.
Okay, so it's not a 2.5 minutes and a 2.5 minutes.
No, it's
there is
the amount
choice.
of tricks. Yeah.
So choice for the couples in terms of the time on 2 bikes and 1 bike, as we start to see the 1 bike part of the routine from the couple who are first in our final 4 today.
Yes, we've seen quite a good handstand, even though he said it's his least favorite figure. So now the handlebar turn. He's doing 1 turn, so 2 half. It's perfectly shown.
So this pair started riding together 5 years ago, now in the World Championships final on indoor cycling. A great achievement to qualify for the final this year. Now, one of the pair is a banker in real life, the other works in construction. So even at this world level, not professional athletes, all amateurs.
None of them. Yes. So now we see already the last trick. Well done.
Okay, and completing within the time frame allowed. So with a few seconds to spare, our first couple in the final from Hong Kong have completed their routine and looking like a much better score than in qualification. So in qualification it was 102.08. Looking like the score from the final, a much stronger performance, even though they had difficulties. Now, taking a look at the scoreboard in the arena, we are still awaiting confirmation of the final score for the couple from Hong Kong. It has just been confirmed from our judging panel, 110.44. They have got to be happy with that, Sarah.
Yes, of course. And now we see the trainer. She is also the trainer of the next pair we are going to see. It's the same nationality, same
so two teams in the final for her. So Hong Kong progressing both pairs in the World Championships through to the final in this Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pairs competition. So the first pair from Hong Kong, Hui and Hui, taking the hot seat in the arena, as the next pair from Hong Kong, Lim and Lim, both brothers again, taking to the floor. So siblings, obviously riding together here in both teams in Hong Kong. Quite common in artistic cycling?
Yes, quite common. Yeah. Yes. And sometimes then the parents are even the coaches.
Yes. So, as we saw yesterday, quite common that there is form throughout the family in terms of World Championships, in terms of indoor cycling. So, the couple now taking to the floor, starting again with two bikes. They have been together since 2014, so quite a long time these brothers have been competing together.
Yeah. Even though the one on the bottom started artistic cycling at the age of 12, which is quite late.
Yes, indeed. So the older brother is the brother who, when they move to one bike, you will see on the bottom, staying on the saddle. The younger brother will be the one on top. So if there is a handstand or a shoulder seat, he will be the one on top. So, and both brothers, both engineers.
Yes.
Yes.
So now we saw a little bit of struggle at the stand racer, 2 turns. There was a little bit of deviation. That was perfectly shown.
That was beautiful, the synchronisation there on the spin. So the score currently for Lim and Lim from Hong Kong, 138.03. The plus 27.59 you can see on your screen in front of you in green indicates how far they are ahead of the current leaders of the competition, which of course is the first pair we have just seen complete their routine from Hong Kong.
Handlebar reverse spin. They need to grab each other opposite side of the middle circle. And another turn on the point. Twice again. Yes, there will be a deviation because he pedaled before they grabbed the hand.
And you can see the scores dropping instantly, and the judging pairs needing to indeed do that instant drop to the score when the deviation is seen.
Yes, exactly. And touching the floor is a deviation of 2 points.
So, just as they are coming in towards the end of the 2-bike part of their routine, let's talk a little bit about tyre pressure, Sarah, because I think that's a really interesting part of this that may well interest a number of our viewers. Tyre pressure often talked about in many disciplines of cycling. What sort of tyre pressures have these riders got on their bikes at the moment?
Especially in the pairs competition, it's quite an important subject, because at the end we will see them again on one bike, 2 persons. So so they have 12 until 14 bars on the tires.
So well more than you would have in your car.
Yes, of course. So maybe the audience back home knows it, but a car tire has 2, maybe 3 bars.
Wow. So a lot more tyre pressure in those tyres, as we just see a small error there in the dismount to go towards the one bike part of the routine. Still 2 minutes 25 on the routine for Lim and Lim from Hong Kong.
You see the handstand with the regular seat, half a circle. That was perfectly shown. Now he's going up into the handlebar stand for the turn. They're doing 1 turn, 2 halves. Yeah, perfect. Now we see the first shoulder stand. Now he's going backwards in the regular seat racer. Looks quite good.
So this pair have progressed a lot. They finished 4th last year in the final, qualifying for the final in 3rd place this year. But they had a really difficult time in the final last year and dropped a large number of points. A much stronger performance, it looks like. I don't want to do commentator's curse, but a lot stronger performance this year by the looks of things.
So 6 more figures to go and 1 minute left. Yes, we see the handlebar stand, saddle stand, half circle. And now we see the passage into the racer handlebar seat with shoulder stand. It's a really hard trick. Wow, that's really smooth.
Making it look easy. The trust between these pairs must be phenomenal.
Yes. So going up onto the last position, the racer head tube with again shoulder stand. And now the last trick, going backwards half a circle, and I think that should be it.
So the routine from our 3rd pair in the final. They finished in 3rd in qualifying. The pair from Hong Kong, Lim and Lim, the 2 brothers, currently on 118.64 points. We will await final confirmation of that decision from the judges, but I think they will be pleased with that.
Yes, exactly, and I'm so happy for them. The best place was the 1st place last year, so that will be the first podium for them.
Yes, and Hong Kong guaranteed a podium, but which set of brothers is it going to be? Going into current 1st place with 118.64 confirmed as their final score is Lim and Lim from Hong Kong. So they will come off of the floor and replace their compatriots in the hot seat. We have 2 more pairs in the final, both from Germany. But really happy. Look at that, smiles all round from the coach. Really pleased with the performance there. So both teams from Hong Kong putting in great performances in the final. Going to both this year, regardless of what happens next, finish better in 2023 than they did in 2022. So progression all round. As we see the first couple from Germany walk out very purposeful there, Sarah. Real commitment on their faces by the look of that.
Yes, they've been struggling a little bit during the qualification. So I expect them now to perform a little bit better.
So Lea Stober and Nico Rodiger taking to the floor for Germany.
And we see already He's placing his towel with the name in front towards the competition surface.
Yeah, now he does this every competition, I understand.
Yes.
It really is sort of a lucky charm.
Yes, exactly.
I love the fact that riders competing at World Championships have their lucky charms, their mascots. And choosing to start on 2 bikes as well.
Yes. First figure will be the Passage backhang stand racer. And the second trick, the stand racer 2 turns, where they struggled in the qualification. They had a fall.
Now, this couple have finished second twice in the last 2 World Championships. So 2 silver medals,
Yes.
but never a gold. Is it going to be a gold today, or will it be another silver or a bronze? Or maybe even fourth?
Yeah, I reckon to be silver.
Yes. The 2 German pairs have come into this, haven't they, as favourites for the gold and silver.
Yes. So now we see that it's better than in the qualification. So a turn on the point. And now we see the first spin. They need to turn on the point, 50 centimeter circle 3 times.
Look at that. That was almost no movement at all.
Yes. Now we see another turn on the point. Well done. They struggled in the qualifications,
But the
managed it now.
synchronisation there.
It's really good. So now we see already the last trick before they switch on one bike. The handlebar stand half turn.
Now we've seen other teams struggle with that move today.
Yes. Well done.
But executed perfectly as Leah moves her bike out of the arena, and we move to the 1 bike section of the routine. They've got 3 minutes 15 to go, so a long 1 bike section.
Yes, exactly. They only did 10 figures on 2 bikes and have now 15 left on 1. But that's the strength from Nico. He's able to do a lot of shoulder stand with Leah.
And yes, because this is the open pairs final, so teams can be made up of 2 men or 1 woman and 1 man.
Exactly.
And here, obviously, this is the first couple we are seeing in the final of made up of a man and a woman, and very strong on the bottom, very steady.
Yes. So we see another shoulder stand. They're doing the most shoulder stand from all the pairs.
The concentration from this pair. So with 2 minutes 10 seconds left on the clock, the German pair Rodiger and Steiber currently at 159.36 points. A really strong routine so far.
Yes, exactly. They struggled with this turn in the qualification. Now is doing a tactical.
So talk to us about that, Sarah. That is more turns than was on the evaluation sheet that was submitted to the judges.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Because points are going up.
Okay.
You can only do 2 turns, and then the tactical is if you do more than 2. But that costs time, so it needs to be
So there is a
good
trade-off.
planned.
A trade-off
Yes.
for the pairs in terms of picking up tactical points where points can go up as well as down. The trade-off being the time and delivering the routine within the 5-minute window that the programme needs to be performed in. Because if you don't deliver in that 5-minute window,
Exactly.
you will lose points.
Yes. So now we are seeing the passage to the handlebar seat with shoulder stand.
that was so smooth.
That's really his strength. He has such a good feeling for the bike.
Now in qualification earlier on today, their qualification routine earned them 139.9 points. They dropped a significant number of points and had a number of problems. Well, I don't think they're having a number of problems now. Absolutely showing what they can do. 160.86, the current score with 18 seconds left to go.
Exactly. Another shoulder stand. And there was already the last trick.
That's it, the routine is finished with 3 seconds to go. They look so pleased with that routine, and I think they should be. Look at that, congratulating each other, over the moon. Currently looking at 159.5 on the scoreboard in the arena. We are waiting for that final decision. But that is better than the score that earned them the silver medal last year.
Wow, really a good performance. Almost 160 points.
So, and we've just seen in the arena confirmation of 159.50 for Steiber and Rodiger, the first German couple that we have seen in the final, moving into first place ahead of Lim and Lim from Hong Kong with one couple left to go. Is it going to be silver for the German couple, or is it going to be gold?
I'm really excited now.
This could be really close. That was a fantastic score from Rodiger and Steiber, wasn't it?
Yes, 20 points more than in the qualification.
They really brought their A game out, didn't they? They really played that. Look at the smile on her face. Oh, look of concentration on the German couple coming out here. This is Max Hanselmann and Serafin Sheffield coming to the floor. Now, these are the world's record holders. So they currently hold the world record at 173.5 points. They have been world champions for the last 5 years. It's going to be interesting to see how they play this and whether their nerves can hold together.
Yes. They start with a trick. The pair from Hong Kong didn't manage the mounted jump separate.
So a technical start to this routine as the riders take to the floor. This is the final routine in the Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pairs competition at the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships from Glasgow.
So the figure that is named after the national coach sitting in the corner on the left-hand side with a red shirt. Wow. Both met the handlebars.
So the first trick executed well, and they are underway and into the final.
Yes, and that's the only pair who can do a handlebar handstand separate. A saddle handlebar handstand. And now we see the handlebars then turn, 2 turns, so 4 half. Maybe they do it technical more than 2.
Yes, indeed. So we've seen them do 3. So the synchronization not quite there, but
3.5.
3.5
really
turns. So as we saw in the previous pair, Rodiger and Steiber, those technical marks trying to be picked up into the routine, increasing the score.
Yes. And now we see the stand race are 3 turns. That was okay. And 3 turns again. Well done. Exactly turn on the point. And now we see the racer head to reverse mill spin. Really synchronized. And another spin. Not a turn on the point 3 times. They struggled in the qualification. Now they managed it.
Yes, they did indeed. They had a careless mistake, didn't they, as well in the qualification. So the qualification was not perfect by a long shot. In fact, they qualified with 165.73 points, not very far away from the finals performance of the second pair, the pair that we've just seen. So Rodiger and Stuyver. But this pair...
Max just struggled a little bit.
Just struggling a little bit
but
there.
Well done.
But still clear. So 2 minutes 30 on the clock at the moment. Still 14 points clear of Stuyver and Rodiger, the pair currently in first place.
We see the Swiss handlebar handstand. Started at the L shape, and now they switch on one bike.
So with 2 minutes 15 to go, the pair switch to the one bike part of the routine.
Yes. Also is a really difficult trick. Headstand, handlebar support straddle, and then he's pushing up into the handstand.
Wow, so from straddle to handstand on the handlebars.
The riders are not allowed to touch each other.
So they started on 174.6, still at 172.82 with 1.5 minutes to go. This is looking like potentially a gold medal winning routine in front of us.
Wow, that looks really good. Now he's jumping up to the handlebars to do 2 turns. Maybe we see more for tactical 2. No, stay with 2. So this is actually the only pair where the rider on top is taller than the rider sitting.
So normally the smaller rider is the rider on top, the larger or taller rider on the bottom, pedalling the bike during the one bike part of the routine, but not the case in this pair.
Yes, of course, and it would be a lot easier if Max was not that tall. And to find out they did X-ray when they were smaller, to find out which one will get taller than the other one.
To make the decision as to which road.
Exactly, and they are pretty sure that their results have been mixed.
So not working out as planned, but still world record holders. So this pair hold the world record at 173.5 points in the open pair competition.
Yes, and we see already the second last figure.
This is getting very close to the 5 minutes.
And that looks brilliant.
Literally to the wire in terms of timing on that 5 minutes of the routine, but currently 170.22, over 10 points clear of current first place. We need to wait confirmation from the judges, but I think you have just witnessed the gold medal routine.
Wow, I can't believe it. That was a really good performance. I'm really happy for them.
Yeah, they are soaking in the atmosphere in the arena, taking the wishes from the crowd. The judges have not confirmed the score yet. I'm looking at the very large scoreboard in the arena, awaiting confirmation of the position as the other German pair are off of the hot seat and over to congratulate their compatriots for that phenomenal performance.
Unbelievable.
I think you expected that though, didn't you, Sarah?
I hope for it.
So it has been confirmed. The judges have confirmed a final score for Sheffield and Hanselman, 169.63 points, giving them first place, the gold medal and the rainbow jersey for the 6th year running.
Exactly of the COVID year.
Phenomenal performance. Stuyver and Rodiger taking silver again, 3rd year silver, and our Hong Kong pair, Lim and Lim, taking 3rd. So on to the podium for the pair from Hong Kong for the first time. A great performance from them. They finished 4th last year. They're finishing 3rd this year. Let's not forget Hui and Hui from Hong Kong, who finished 6th in 2022. They finished 4th this year. Again, a performance they must be very proud of.
Yes, all of them. These are good performances.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did
all
indeed.
4 pairs can be happy.
And much better performances in the final
Yes.
than in the qualifications
Yes.
earlier on today.
Beautiful slow motion from handstand to the stand. You can see how close the hands are on the handlebars.
So whilst we are awaiting our medal ceremony in the podium, in the stadium, the podium, we will see the gold, silver and bronze awarded. Now the presenters of those medals this evening for the Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pair Competition. Tony Kirsch, the UCI Indoor Cycling Commission President. Hannah Harding, Maggie's the official national charity partner of the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships. They will be part and parcel of the podium presentation, which is being prepared right now. Later on this evening, we will be watching yet another podium, because we still have the men's single competition later on tonight,
yes,
which I think again is going to be another superb final for us to watch. But let's take nothing away from our open pairs. Take a look at that. Germany 1, 2 and Hong Kong taking the bronze medal. So the first time the open pairs competition had a World Championships was in 1986, and if we can say, well, I have to say, Germany have taken the gold medal every year in the open pairs since 1986.
Yes. And I didn't even know it.
Absolutely dominant in the open pairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know until today. You told me.
Yeah, so absolutely phenomenal, and Germany take gold again. In fact, Sheffield and Hanselman take gold again. The 6th World Championships, the 6th gold medals. Absolutely phenomenal performance from our
Ladies
gold
and gentlemen,
medal winners.
welcome to the awards ceremony of the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships in Glasgow and across Scotland.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à la cérémonie protocolaire des championnats du monde de cyclisme UCI 2023 à Glasgow et à travers l'Écosse.
So the medal ceremony about to begin. Alongside the medals, the rainbow jersey will be awarded. They will also receive flowers and, of course, the mascot of the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships from
Awards
Scotland. It, of course, is the
of
Highland Poo
2023
mascot.
UCI
The winners
Cycling
also a
World
timepiece
Championships
to remember the
Artistic
moment.
Cycling Pair Open.
Cérémonie protocolaire des championnats du monde de cyclisme UCI 2023. Cyclisme artistique à 2 mixtes.
The medals and jerseys will be presented by
Les médailles et les maillots seront remis par
Mr. Tony Kirsch, President of the UCI Indoor Cycling Commission.
président de la commission de cyclisme en salle UCI.
In 3rd place and winners of the bronze medal, representing Hong Kong, China.
So,
À la
representing
3e place
Hong
et
Kong,
vainqueur de la
bronze
médaille de
medal
bronze, représentant
going to Lim
Hong Kong,
and
Chine,
Lim.
Lim Leung et Lim Hinchef.
In 2nd place and winners of the silver medal, representing Germany.
À la deuxième place, c'est vainqueur de la médaille d'argent, représentant l'Allemagne,
So
Lea
taking
Victoria
second place
Sieber
and
and
the
Nico
silver medal, It's
Rüdiger.
Rodiger and Steiber from Germany.
They can be really proud.
In first place, UCI World Champions and winners of the gold medal, representing Germany.
Taking the gold
À la
medal,
première place,
the world
champion du monde
champions
UCI
from
et
Germany,
gagnant de la
Hanselmann
médaille
and
d'or,
Sheffield.
représentant
It is their
l'Allemagne,
sixth world
Séraphin
title.
Sheffield et Max Hanselmann.
So also taking the rainbow jerseys away for the next year of competition. New ones for them.
The gifts will be presented by
Les cadeaux seront remis par
Hannah Harding, Maggie's official national charity partner of the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships.
Magus, partenaire caritatif national officiel de championnat du monde de cyclisme UCI 2023.
The Tissot watch will be presented by
La montre Tissot sera présentée par
Mr. Tony Kirsch, President of the UCI Indoor Cycling Commission.
président de la commission UCI de cyclisme en salle.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of our new UCI World Champions, we present the national anthem of Germany.
Mesdames et messieurs, en l'honneur de nos nouveaux champions du monde UCI, nous vous présentons l'hymne national de l'Allemagne.
Now move to the national anthem of Germany. So taking home gold medal and the rainbow jersey, it's Max Hanselmann, Serafin Sheffield from Germany, 6 times world champions, world record holders. Absolutely phenomenal performance today here at the Emirates Arena in Glasgow at the 2023 UCI Cycling World Championships. So the music starts pumping in the arena and the coaches run out, ready and waiting by the podium for the traditional celebrations of artistic cycling. Sarah, now this is something we don't see in other cycling disciplines. Where does this come from?
Actually, I don't have a clue. I've never seen it different. It always happens.
So the coaches and other athletes carrying the podium medal winners around the stadium to a lap of honour in front of the crowd taking in the moment, the athletes taking in the moment, absolutely enjoying every second. A real moment to remember. So as the celebrations move back towards the podium, we are going to be hearing shortly, I believe, from our winners, which will be fantastic. Now, taking on board the rainbow jersey winning roles of signing the jersey, the first thing that you get to do after those celebrations as a world champion, the photographers are up close and personal to record the moment for posterity. They've done this a few times before, Sarah.
Yes. But I think it's still a really special moment for them.
It is indeed, isn't it? And I imagine an absolute special moment standing on that podium in that rainbow jersey, whether it's the first time or the 6th time.
It takes so much effort to give a performance like this.
Absolutely, years of dedication, years of training. These two riders started artistic cycling at the age of 5. Max Hanselmann, aged 5, started artistic cycling. He's now 25, so 20 years artistic cycling. Serafin Sheffield started at the age of around 7. He's slightly older at 26, so both athletes, 20 years.
Yeah, it's really
Top
a long
of the
time.
world.
Yes.
So whilst they are at the top of the world, let's hear from our gold medalists. I think we have an interview now coming up with Max Hanselmann and Serafin Sheffield.
Serafin, Max, you only dropped 5 points. You're the 6 times world champion. Are you getting even better?
I don't know, but I think it was the best performance in pair open at every world championship with 169 points. I think no one did better, ever.
Wonderful. So, jetzt sind Sie die 6-fachen Champion. Werden Sie immer noch besser?
Ja, wir versuchen es natürlich. Das heute war schon sehr gut und sehr nahe an der Perfektion. Aber wir versuchen natürlich immer besser zu werden.
Herzlichen Glückwunsch.
Vielen Dank. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday evening.
So 2 gold, 2 medals to Germany, 1 medal to Hong Kong. This is the state of the medal table now. Germany moving up there with that gold and silver. Hong Kong taking a bronze, putting them further down, but moving up that medal table. We will see what the rest of the competition does to that medal table for the World Championships as we continue through this indoor competition. So thank you very much for being with us today for the Open Elite Artistic Cycling Pairs competition. It's been phenomenal performances, with Germany taking gold, silver and Hong Kong taking the bronze.
Czechia. 3-0. 5 minutes in the first half. Glasgow is match 3-1.